When it comes to Indonesia, or for that matter, any market, we have a very country specific strategy. So if we are in Indonesia, we are an Indonesian company, right? And the products that we bring to the market are meant for the Indonesian consumer.
Discussion kembali hadir bersama saya Yan Yusra, dan kali ini kita akan berbincang-bincang dengan Igloo. Sudah hadir bersama kita yaitu Chief Commercial Officer dari Igloo, Raunak Mehta. Hi Raunak, how are you?
Hi Annie, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for giving us the time so we can discuss more about Igloo. Okay. Before we dive into the conversation, maybe you can introduce yourself. What is Igloo? And what is your position? What is the duty?
Sure. So Igloo is Insurtech. We are headquartered in Singapore with operations across Southeast Asia, primarily in Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, and Malaysia. So we are a full stack Insurtech. We largely operate with commercial partners like e-commerce partners, e-wallets, banks, telcos, hyperlocal companies, and insurance partners. And the idea is always to bring innovative insurance products to the market and thereby help in terms of improving insurance penetration in Southeast Asia. And as for me, I look after the day-to-day operations of the company. I largely look after the business side of things, both across the commercial partners as well as the insurance partners and all the country operations across the region.
So I actually visited the first launch of Igloo in Indonesia back in 2019, I think.
Okay.
It's a merge, right, between Axin and, correct me if I'm wrong, Raunak, and it's still going till now. But since the beginning, you are targeting into millennials and you are offering life insurance technology products. Is it still the same, or you are evolving right now?
So I think we have stayed true to our strategy, which was always to bring contextual and innovative insurance products towards millennials. I would say our customer segment has probably expanded a bit. And COVID actually played a massive role because we realized the underinsurance that was there in Southeast Asia for people in the low to mid-income population segment. And we started coming up with insurance products for them. So I would say since 2019, the name change has been the biggest change. Yes. Otherwise, the vision, the strategy to reach a vision, and the importance of data and technology has stayed the same.
So during the pandemic, do you think the Insurtech platform is in their momentum, or you see that with the service that you provide doesn't really make any difference whatsoever because you have your own, and pandemic, is it change you guys? Maybe you can share with us.
Yeah. So see, the pandemic, we are in the second year, right? And it has definitely impacted a lot of industries. It definitely impacted insurance, but as you know, insurance is easily a 5 to 6 trillion industry, and it has sectors in it that got massively impacted during the pandemic.
Yeah.
But then there were sectors that really helped keeping it afloat during the pandemic. And I think the digital side of things, insurtechs or insurance companies that focused on health, mortality, and financial safeguards really did well. So given the fact that we were very regional in nature before the pandemic struck, we were not over-indexed into one insurance line, like let's say travel or something. We were a bit broad-based in terms of our product offering. Actually, made us a lot more resilient during the pandemic. So over the last 2 years, our business has grown by almost 10 times, right? And if you look at overall insurance industry as a whole, I mean, it's not really a like-to-like comparison because the insurance industry is so big. The insurance industry is only coming back to 2019 levels this year. So I think definitely, and especially in Asia Pacific, outside China, outside the more developed economies, I would say that the importance of digital channels, importance of selling insurance products in the health space, related to cybercrime and all, that has definitely picked up. And I think we were amongst the first who took that as a signal from the market. And I believe, and the performance is there for everyone to see.
There are a lot of Insurtech platform in Indonesia right now. They're gaining a lot of interest from investors also.
Yeah.
What makes you different from other platforms? Because we have local products, we have also foreign products like you guys. Is it making any difference to compete with locals, or with TG and with your products, you will gain your momentum in Indonesia especially?
Yeah, so when it comes to Indonesia, or for that matter, any market, we have a very country-specific strategy. So if we are in Indonesia, we are an Indonesian company, right? And the products that we bring to the market are meant for the Indonesian consumer. And why do we do this? Because insurance as an industry, let's be honest, is a very difficult industry in terms of selling products. People, it's not an impulse purchase that you would do when it comes to insurance. It requires a lot of awareness. It requires a lot of education for people to buy insurance, and hence you cannot just teleport a product, let's say, from a Singapore to Indonesia. It has to be customized to that. So I think on that front, we provide what the market needs. In terms of where the differentiation lies with, let's say, other insurtechs, or for that matter, digital insurers in Indonesia. So we as a company focus a lot on product innovation. You would hardly see us doing a product that already exists in the market, and we bring it, we just wrap it with a digital, you could say, value proposition, and we offer it to the insurer. I think we take disruption in a very serious fashion, and disruption for us is really textbook, which means that you bring the new product for a segment of population that was not having their needs addressed, and thereby you capture a completely new market segment. And also, I think on the product innovation side, we are miles ahead of the competition. I would want to say that with a lot of conviction. And then on the way we have our relationships, the way we have a business model in Indonesia is that if a consumer buys an insurance product, and I'm very sure you would have had this experience, that when you buy an insurance product, when it comes to claims, when it comes to customer service, it is very difficult. It is a process that can lead to a lot of customer dissatisfaction. So we proactively put a lot of focus in terms of ensuring that customers are getting a very seamless journey, and all their complaints and issues or open questions are getting addressed. And I mean, if you look at Indonesia, what we have done with our partners across e-commerce, e-wallet, telcos, and even hospitality for that matter, we have some of the best, I would say, products. And not just that, but the reception of the products has also been very good.
So what kind of products that you guys are offering? Is it customized for Indonesian market, or you have your own product that probably suitable for Indonesian market?
So we actually customized quite a few insurance products for specifically for Indonesia. So to give you an example, Indonesia, as you know, is a vast country, right? I mean, it probably the number of islands that Indonesia has makes it from a logistic standpoint, it can be a very difficult country, right? So, and e-commerce, as you see, has been growing in Indonesia at a compounded annual growth rate of 35%. Last year, of course, compared to last year, it has been higher. So what it means is that we figured out that there is a need in the market for logistics insurance to address the inconsistencies that now this product, if you know about insurance, has existed for centuries, because insurance, as you know, is a 300-year-old industry, and people used to take voyages to go from one place to the other. But what we did was we said, in e-commerce, what's required is insurance for a particular order, and also covering for instances where you have cash on delivery, right? So in the event that there is a cash on delivery issue, in the event that the customer wants to return the product. So we came up with these kind of, you could say, added features or new products, which we have been doing in Indonesia for quite some time. The other example I would like to give is we work with a hospitality partner where, when you book a hotel, the chances of you getting a room exactly like the way it was shown on the website is 50-50, right? And I mean, if you have a lot of hotels which are not like 3-star, 4-star and above, then there could be a lot of discrepancy between what you see and what you end up getting. So we came up with an insurance product that just addresses this pain point for the customer, that if they have booked a room and if they find that it is not up to their expectation, they can potentially file a claim. And as you know, in Indonesia, pricing plays a very important role. I mean, overall gross written premium, or in very simple terms, premium per capita in Indonesia is amongst one of the lowest in the world. And that tells you that if you have to drive penetration, premiums have to be like really low. So we offer accident-related products. We offer protection of your phone screen for as low as like 300 Indonesian rupiah, right? So the idea is that how do we actually make products extremely favorable from an economic standpoint? How do we make products attractive from a benefit standpoint, so that more number of Indonesians in general can find the products helpful for them?
Okay, so talk to me about collaboration. Recently, you are having a good relationship, right? Which is very popular in Indonesia. What is the reason that you decided to create a collaboration with Dana? Is there going to be a lot of more collaboration in the near future? Not only with digital wallet like payment, like maybe other startups or financial services in Indonesia?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what we are trying to do, I mean, if we take Dana's example, right? If you look at overall Indonesia, I believe in a year, more than 100 million people do digital payments, right? And on an average, if I'm not wrong, digital payments worth 40 to 45 billion happen in a year in Indonesia. Now, that's a massive amount of money that's moving, right? And given that given that you have got a platform like Dana that serves almost 80 to 100 million of Indonesians, offers a lot of products and services on their platform, it was fairly natural for them to offer insurance products that could be offered to their customers in a very seamless fashion. So we started with one product, but as you rightly said, that in the future, you will be seeing more products. And what I can definitely guarantee you is innovative products um, that are attuned to a certain target segment within the Dana's consumer base. And I think taking this discussion forward, the most important element is that we are always looking to partner with with commercial partners, and it does not necessarily have to be online, because as much as we want to believe that digital is the way forward, digital insurance as a proportion of overall insurance in Southeast Asia is hardly 2%, right? So it's fairly small, because there is the segment of agents and brokers selling insurance, there is the segment of banks selling insurance, and then insurance companies selling directly. So for a company like us who that has a vision for insurance for all, it makes all the more reason for us to come up with innovative products and solutions for the offline market as well. So
Yeah.
We do it. We do it as of now as well in Indonesia and in other markets, but you will see it happening a lot more as we move forward.
Okay. So what next for Igloo? Is there any grand plan? Or you guys still have met challenge that's still hard to in Indonesia market especially?
No, I think the kind of team we have, or rather the kind of people and processes we have, we like challenges, right? If quite honestly, if this wasn't challenging enough, I would not have been here talking to you. Quite honestly, I mean, and some of us are here to solve real life problems. And let's be honest, insurance is a focus area. And I mean, the insurance gap in Southeast Asia is almost equivalent to the size of the overall insurance industry, right? So that tells you how big the insurance gap is. It's like around 100 billion US dollars. So it's not even a glass half full sort of a situation. I mean, barely we are just starting. And I can definitely tell you that from a big plans perspective, you should definitely expect from a regional company like us to double down on our investments in the country, especially Indonesia, increase our market share in Indonesia. But these are all what you call as things that are optically good, right? But most importantly, what you would see us as soon as, I would say, Q1 of next year, coming up with really innovative products meant for the Indonesian market in the MSME space and in the I would say the cyber space. Because if you just give it a thought, if you step back and see what has COVID done, it has, the very reason that we are talking in this way and not talking face to face tells you that how much COVID has impacted normal business activity, right? Most of the business activity has now shifted online. Asia Pacific and especially Southeast Asia has moved very fast on this digital transformation trail, right? And when you move very fast on digital transformation trail, there are always certain things that are left behind, right? And cyber security is one of them. So we are focusing on it at a very strategic level, and have already introduced products in certain countries in in Southeast Asia, and you'll see us doing that in Indonesia. The second segment is the MSME segment. And as you know, the small businesses got disproportionately impacted by COVID. And we all know the reasons, right? Because it's easier for big businesses to go online. It's easier for big businesses to have business continuity plans. But small businesses started running into working capital issues. Small businesses started running into issues because of their employees migrating to their hometowns and all, right? So what we are trying to bring forth is a product that's completely focused on the well-being of MSMEs, right? So this also answers one of your earlier questions that specifically for Indonesia, do we design products? And in these two products, you see that the answer is yes. So I think very big plans for us. The journey has just started, even though we have grown like 10 times over the last 2 years. I think you will continue seeing us having this kind of growth for the next 5 years because the opportunity in the industry is just so massive.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot more Insurtech platform come to Indonesia, whether it's local and outside Indonesia, trying to compete to gain new market, to gain new users. So it's very exciting industry, isn't it? And we will see more of it in 2 or 3 years. So I just hope that Igloo can give us more innovation for Indonesian market.
No, absolutely. And I think, look, competition is always good, right? I mean, right. People look at competition. I mean, my outlook on competition is it increases the size of the business.
Yeah.
And the best survive.
Yes.
If you are not good, then you don't survive. And if you're not a good player, you will not do good things for the industry, right? So I think whenever an industry sees consolidation, whenever an industry sees competition, good things happen, right? So
yes,
I would say that is what excites me to come to work every day. The competition aspect of it, the challenging aspect of insurance and all. And I hope we have enough competition and I hope we have demanding consumers who keep us honest to our strategy and our vision.
Okay, thank you, Raunak, for your time. And I'm looking forward for the good news from Igloo soon, okay? Probably fundraising.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Raunak.
Thanks a lot for your time. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me.